like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 40. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in a sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Hunt. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense! Greg! Kill! Turn up! 50 yards to mine! 50 yards to mine!
Newton now to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Miles Jack gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And Newton's going to keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's great.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
At the 28-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now it's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On second down now, it's Hines. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mike 50. Mike 50. Trump. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, watch this play. Watch this play.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
Now the ball comes loose. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
58, come on. Here we go.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Bengals 7.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch out. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Tate. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Star Latulippe. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now a give right side. It's Hines. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He's coming to you. Hey. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On 3rd down, Murray. This is intercepted. Let it roll, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. But he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Newton now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that block.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On 4th down, Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm here all day.
Now a give, right side. Hines, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Here's Murray from midfield. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Newton. Forced out to his left. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, hold on. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Switch. Okay. Yeah. Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's it. Big hit.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. With a never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Coming to you, coming to you. 25, check 25, check 25. Shoot. Let's go. Come on. Go.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Check, 59.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Murray going to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Julio Jones. 41 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the 30.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now it's Hunt. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Newton. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 29 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now a give, right side. Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is Hines. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Murray, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Newton now 9 of 17 through the air. Operating from the gun. Newton, he's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Antonio Brown, 56 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways, either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Check 3, check 3.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Play fake. Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Newton throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jordan Jenkins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And they're going jet sweep. Here's Tate. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's our time. It's our time. Check 13. Check 13.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the All-Pro linebackers, Von Miller. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
What's good on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Push him back.
Now a give, right side. Jackson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
I'm coming.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. A tackle made by K.J. Wright. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run with Hines and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Newton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Jenkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be south. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he lost the football.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
switch, now that they in my line. You know me, my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, now that they in my line. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, now that they in my line. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen.